Oh jeez. Alright. Hang on, let me get this. Let me shove this hot dog in my mouth. If I can just turn this into another thing about hot dogs. In tight buns. Oh, jeez. Kinda crazy to me. There's like... I don't know. There's some good hot dogs. There's some sad hot dogs. It is a shame. But, yeah. Honestly, I don't know what else to say about that. Like, genuinely, like... I don't know what diameter we're talking about. I mean, it's the difference between, like... It's the difference between, like... half an inch and like 3/4 of an inch, right? That is more what we're talking about. Sorry. Yeah. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just remembering I was celebrating my grandma's birthday. So we were over at her house. And we just had food. And, well, we had, like, Greek food. I had a chicken wrap. And I don't know, the bread was interesting. It wasn't bad. It was just a lot of meat. It was a lot of food. It was a giant-ass wrap. My tummy was not playing nice, so I went easy on it. And I don't think that was a bad decision at all. But yeah, I had I think it's, I don't know, New York Seltzer soda or something. There's this particular brand. Other sodas are available, but I had it once. They had like a peach soda, and I tried it, and it was like, that was good. But when I saw that my grandparents had some of that, it was black cherry. And, yes, I was about to snipe that dude. Oh, I hope I sneeze at some point here. But yeah, I looked at trying to find, I was just idling over the thing. After having drunk, like, all of it, and I noticed that, well, there's a date, and I don't, in all fairness, I guess, I don't know if it's an expiration date, or like, it was bottled on date. I don't know why it would be a bottled on date, I don't know why I would care, but it was, 2023, I can't remember exactly when in 2023, but 2023, and it was like, well, okay, I guess in all fairness, the year currently is 2025, for, those not completely sure, or those watching it 10 years in the future, which, I mean, like, I was like, I was like, this might taste, I was expecting, like, a stronger taste. But, you know, it's a thing. I do wonder, I made some grapefruit soda, which is not great, because grapefruits are very bitter, or very sour. I can't remember, it was one of the two. Sour and bitter, I get confused. Which is interesting, I guess. But yeah. Sorry, we have a long walk ahead of us, and I don't really know what to talk about, other than, it's a long walk ahead. My sleep schedule's off. And I don't know how to fix it. I streamed on Wednesday. I went to 12 a.m. I went at midnight, and I don't think I stayed up for too much longer. I might have gone to bed at 1. And then Thursday I went to bed at like 8. Which I don't know. And, you know, so I woke up at like 2, and I'm like, I want to go to bed at 2 or 3. So that's unfortunate, but, you know, my plan, my current thought process is to, record this and then try to go back to bed. Yeah. I am excited, also, Citizen Sleeper, like, I don't think Citizen Sleeper's done too terribly well. The first episode did. The first episode has got some views. And views are, in general, up as of this week, but, like, you know, it's the thing. Probably, it might just be random stuff. Oh, there's YouTube age verification. That was the thing that happened. I mean, like, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, like, age verification stuff and trying to control things. I mean, whenever somebody says think of the children, it's never about the children. It's about control. And it's about censorship. And, like, I was a kid on the internet, with more or less unfettered access to the internet, and, like, yeah, I'm not gonna say that is good. I think I turned out alright, but I understand and know that, yeah, you could absolutely not turn out alright. That is, you know, a little bit of, I mean, there is a thing to say about the parents, you know, being a guiding force, but there's also other guiding forces that should be a thing. Teachers, school, I want to say, well, I would love to say religious figures, but also, maybe not. Charred ecosystem. Hot springs and geysers built the pools, ledges, and terraces with heated liquids depositing. Okay, cool. But yeah, it's that's definitely a thing. And, like, I mean, yeah, I don't, like, I mean, if... Well, okay, I mean... Because there needs to be... Because just because a child is the dependent of somebody, it doesn't mean that they should have zero privacy. And I feel like parents... people, if they have power, they will abuse it in whatever sense that might mean. And the idea of being able to monitor your child 24/7, their internet access, and what and who they're watching, what they're reading, and all that. Luckily that people are also lazy, and like the idea of somebody looking through, filtering all of that is certainly something. And also, there is also an element of, like, you gotta realize, kids and people in general are impressionable. And, like, yeah, if they find some content creator that's, like, terrible, I would love to say, yeah, I hope, yeah, you have to trust that they don't, that they know that's bad. But, you can't 100%. And, well, okay, for one thing, you also gotta, like, if you're a parent, I would think, I don't want to be a parent, but, like, I was a child with parents, which is not an experience everybody has, which is an important thing to remember. But you gotta have somebody to talk to and converse and share opinions on, and be able to, communicate and elaborate and iterate on ideas and stuff. And that can definitely be your parents, but also I definitely didn't feel like being, like, I felt like I had to hide away from my parents a little bit. I don't know what really is the thing there. There's like a, what's the, maybe it's a little bit of, well, if you're overbearing and you drive your kid away, that's not fucking good. You gotta be their friend before you be their parent, I think. To some degree. Like, it's a... I don't know, a parent loves their kid because they're obligated to. Maybe not loves their kid. A parent gets their kid food because they're obligated to. A friend gets food because they want to hang out and they want to, check in on their friend and know how they're doing, right? And, like, that is the experience you want more than anything. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb, and all that. And yeah. So if you want, like, if you like, yeah. So, like, YouTube and, like, a system and a corporation controlling what controlling, what content is being watched, how it's being watched, who's watching it, and what kind of content can be watched by what kind of people. That should be a big red flag. And like, I don't know. I think that there's a lot of things that are. We're living in a world of a lot of red flags. More than not. So yeah. And yeah, it is also, like, the age verification thing I don't think it's a thing to say, oh, people are just overreacting to. I think genuinely, like, censorship is a fucked up thing. And it should not be taken lightly. But also the age verification thing is not as big of a deal as, is not necessarily as bad as people were saying. But, it's a solution to a, it's the wrong solution to an actual, well, okay, yeah, no, I mean, it is a problem for it is a solution for a problem that does not exist. I mean, like, I'm trying to think. Wasn't there? I think there was somebody who made a Blue Sky post. Who's just like, you know, YouTube's like, oh, we gotta make sure that kids aren't watching anything spicy, and it's like YouTube Kids exists, and also like, there's porn on YouTube Kids or something. I'm not 100% sure how true that is. I don't frequent YouTube Kids, but YouTube Kids is a thing. And like, I don't know what else to say besides YouTube Kids is a thing, and why is that not a thing? Why have this app and then just pretend it doesn't exist? There are some reasons one might do that. And, yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is gonna be it for the session. Welcome to Bradbury. And, I hope I have enough episodes to get me through the week, but I don't know, we'll see. If not, it's not that big of a deal. Until next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.